Hello, it's me again. So basically, I want to give you a little insight as to my background and who I am, and what am I doing basically. As I said before, my name is Carrion, and I attained my Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Fashion Design and Merchandising in just 2 years. I graduated a year early, summa cum laude, and all that good stuff. And basically, I found that, I rushed through school. I mean, at one point, I was going to school, one school full time, one school part time, working 30 hours, thinking, okay, I have to get through this quickly so that I can, start a job in the industry that I'm so passionate about. I mean, I've been sewing and doing business, commerce since like 5 years old. I used to paint and draw and sell it at like 5. I used to sew since 5. So I thought that would be a good thing. And I mean, most people would think graduating early is awesome. Well, it wasn't. I graduated in 2007, and it was just, and the job market was an absolute disaster. I stayed back in Florida for about 6 months to help my parents. They had a business, and they were having a hard time finding trustworthy staff. So I stayed back to help them for 6 months. And then I took the giant leap of faith and, moved to New York. And I thought, okay, I graduated a year early, 4.0, a really good portfolio. Surely finding a job would be, it should be relatively easy, right? Wrong. It was immensely painful trying to find a job. But I realized the importance of strategizing your way to wherever you want to get to. So I said, okay, well, I have family in New York that I could stay with. So I stayed with my grandma for a while. And even though I couldn't really get a job, I still realized the importance of interning. My best friend, who's a student at FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology, basically gave me some leads as to websites I could look for internships. And then I eventually found a part-time gig as a production assistant. And, I just did that for a while, but then he wasn't able to pay me, and 2 weeks turned into 4 weeks, etc., etc. So I had to quit that. And then I did some interning as a designer as well. And then I did some marketing internships with a luxury accessories and handbag company. And, initially it might have seemed like, why would I go through all of that just to intern? But it wasn't in vain. I would suggest if you have family you can stay with in an area that is conducive to, being a good place to be for your specific career, because certain fields flourish better in certain places, i.e., fashion is better in, New York or LA, some parts of Dallas, some parts of Seattle, depending. So it makes sense to be in those metro areas. But I mean, if you can stay with family, because it's critical to stay relevant. I strongly believe that because I was willing to intern, I was able to get some hands-on experience, because I mean, school can only teach you so much. Whoop-de-doo, you graduate with a 4.0, you think that that's, the end of the road, or you think that that's all it's about, but it's really not. At the end of the day, you can have a 4.0 GPA, and the person with the 3.0 will get the job over you if they can perform the task, because businesses have bottom lines, they have margins to meet, and whoever can meet them, that's who they're going to hire, really and truly. So yeah, I mean, pretty much interning and such really proved to be good, because then after 300 job applications, yeah, that's right, 300 job applications, I finally got a full-time gig as a garment technologist for one of the biggest children's wear manufacturers in the country, and that was an awesome, awesome learning curve. It was a great corporate culture. I love my supervisor to bits. On our lunch break, she would show me how to do different things, how to sew different things, make different patterns, and that was phenomenal. The pay wasn't fantastic, but it was a stepping stone, and I'm really glad that I took that leap, because it prepared me as well. So there's a little bit about my background. I recently, like 2 weeks ago, Hooray. Completed my Master's of Arts in Business Management, thank God. So now that that chapter is closed, I'm looking to see, what's my. I'm pretty open-minded because really and truly, um, art and commerce slash business are my passions equally. Like I couldn't choose one or the other. When I was working on my business projects for school, I'd be cooking for my class or I'd be making a dress and it kept me sane. But also if I'm cooking or making things, I also want to be making money from it. So no matter what my next job ends up being, be it a strictly business job, which I'm 100% okay with, I'll still be sewing on the side. Or if I'm doing more of a creative or fashion type job, I'll still be doing some kind of commerce. So, I mean, either way, I'll be fine. And yeah, that's a little bit about my background. And, stay tuned for more videos and more tips.